That's a clip from All There Is with Anderson Cooper. This is the podcast that I think because people know that we know each other, I get stopped on the street by people talking about the impact of All There Is in their lives.
Yeah, it's a podcast about grief and loss, which is something we don't talk a lot about. But I have the same thing. I mean, it's extraordinary. Everywhere I go, I have the most beautiful interactions with people. It's not so much, I mean, occasionally it's like, can I get a selfie of you because you're weirdly pale? It's about people they've lost. And Luke Bryan, Luke Bryan is the most awesome guy, I think. I knew his music, but I didn't know the story of loss that he's experienced, his sister, his brother, his sister's husband, who he was very close to, and his willingness to not only speak about his own grief, which is something a lot of people don't talk about, but to reach out to others in grief. I mean, that little 9-year-old boy he was talking about, he bent down and he said to that little boy, like, you talk to your sister like she's here, you talk to her every day. And it's extraordinary, his willingness to step into others' pain and connect with them in that. And I just thought it was amazing that he would do this podcast and be so open about his grief.
And you came up with this idea sort of as you were processing your...
Yeah, I was going through my mom's things, and which turned out to be my dad's things and my brother's things, because my mom had never been able to bring herself to go through things. And it's such this universal experience. I mean, we will all go through the things of people we love after they've died. But I found it so lonely, and I started recording stuff on my phone. But my mom just has all this crazy stuff that she would send.
What's the craziest? What's the craziest thing?
There's a stat. My mom dated Frank Sinatra for like a 2-week period.
I
don't know if you call that dating.
Back then,
yes.
Dating.
But they're like mid-1950s, and I found this stack of telegrams with a rusty old paperclip in a file marked FS. And I was like, what's this? And of course, they're telegrams from Frank Sinatra. Wow. And they're exactly what you would want Frank Sinatra in love telegrams to be. It was like, Star, coming to town. I miss you. I think of you more than I should. Crestview, 456, call me. Or, And they would be signed like, your feller on the white horse. I was like, of course Frank Sinatra would sign his telegrams like that. I also found all these old childhood photographs of me that I never saw before, and just kind of, it's interesting when you find old photographs. I mean, this is me like meeting Charlie Chaplin when I was like 6 years old in some weird frilly shirt.
Yes, are you in a Pirates of Penzance?
Yeah, there I am again. Same kind of, which is similar to the costume my son wore as a vampire. Very related. And this is me and my brother. I was newly born. I have this smug look on my face. My brother's chewing the inside of his lip because he hated the fact that I was there and like he was no longer the golden child.
You look like Churchill there.
I do look like
It's wild though when I see these pictures. When I see these pictures of you as a baby, I look at your kids and I see them as babies. It is wild.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if this happened to you, but like when Sebastian, who's now 3.5, when he was born. Actually, no, it was with Wyatt. When he was born, the vision I had of him, I look at pictures of him now from back then, I'm like, who's that?
Yeah.
I didn't know Winston Churchill was my baby. Like, I thought he was...
Well, you always think they're the cutest and the most beautiful at the age of which they are.
Yes,
Yeah, and then you look back and you're like, I can't believe I thought my baby was cute.
I agree. I literally do not recognize him from back then. I mean, he's adorable and everything, but
He's beautiful and he's always, you've done an outstanding job. We love having you here.
The new season of the podcast, All There Is with Anderson Cooper, is out now. The new companion show, All There Is Live, streams Tuesdays at 9:15 on CNN.com and on demand CNN news streaming app.